Welcome everyone to our experiment in Zoom land, and I invite you into my home. What a gift that we get to be so intimate with each other even when we are in isolation. I think that that is part of what we are learning in this time. And I just wanted to say that when I had this opportunity to bring this forth, this title came through that was talking about awakening and strengthening. And so I was thinking about how when we awaken on an Easter morning or a Christmas morning or maybe our birthday morning, and we are so excited, there is just this joy, especially for Christians on an Easter morning, because we're part of a miracle. Like Jesus rose from the dead. Like, what a miracle. And how do we stay present to that awakening, even in times when they are as challenging and difficult as they are right now? So that's why I heard the word strengthening. How can we strengthen that ability to awaken every day to the possibilities that are taking place, no matter what is also happening in the world around us? You know, when I've been thinking about this virus and the understanding that a virus truly causes our immune system to strengthen us, right? We get these foreign things that come, and it kicks our body into a strengthening opportunity. So I'm inviting all of us to move from that which we think is against us, this virus, this scary thing that is happening, and I know that it is. And each of us individually have the opportunity to come into alignment with the pure essence of it actually being for us. There's something here that is taking place to strengthen us and to bring us into a greater ability to handle. And I know that when we do that, then our physical body is strengthened. When we stay in a state of fear, then we are weakened. We have stress responses that weaken us. But when we can come into an alignment where things are actually for us and not against us, then we are strengthening our mental and spiritual ability to be in alignment with the physical ability to strengthen against this virus, to rise up to this virus. And when we can do that, then we can move into a rebirthing, which is what is happening right now on the planet. Even though it's snowing here in Colorado, I know that the rebirthing of spring and the rebooting, which is actually taking place on this entire planet. I don't think that we're going to be the same on the other side, because I know that we're all learning so much individually and collectively. So I started thinking about, how do we be with all of this fear that's happening? And one thing that I know is that we have energy centers that are in our bodies, and the lower three are really about how we relate to the world outside of us, and that the heart is the gateway for that transformation, so that we can then begin to relate to the upper three as our spiritual evolution. So I just also think it's such a perfect day, because today, when we are celebrating the rising of the Christ consciousness and the person of Jesus, if you're a Christian and believe that, Christ brought the message of the heart. He brought the message of the heart. And how do we transmute the lesser for the greater? How do we move from the that which is of fear and bring it into that which is of love? And I know that it happens in our body right here between the third and the fourth chakra. because in the third chakra, it's about power, and we can get lost in our love of power. And I'm inviting us into moving into our heart chakra, which is the power of love. And I think we're in perfect alignment with it being Easter. We're in perfect alignment with it being spring. And as I was thinking about how to work with that, I found a very old, beautiful book, Stephen Levine's Guided Meditations. I don't know how many of you remember Stephen Levine and his work, Andrea. They did amazing, beautiful work with mindfulness and death and dying. And as I started to read through it, I found the most beautiful, perfect meditation. There's no reason to try to recreate anything. I am simply going to invite you into the meditation on loving kindness that Stephen Levine has already brought forth into the world, and invite us to move from any fear that we may be experiencing and to allow the heart to open, because I know there's so much grief. There is so much going on the planet right now, with people being sick and afraid, with people dying, and a lot of them dying alone. And we have options when there's grief. We can shut off to it, we can deny it, we can try to numb to it, or we can work with it. My understanding is that fear cannot be transmuted, but grief can. And I believe we're here on the planet to work with this energy to transmute it so that we can lift it, so that our hearts can be lifted. So I just invite you, isn't it wonderful that you get to be in your cozy home, to really just settle in. I want you to be very comfortable. I want you to be warm. I want you to be in the perfect position to move into this meditation together. And as a community, we'll get to support ourselves with opening our heart and support the world in the greater context of all that's happening. Just let yourself settle in. Let your eyes soften, your shoulders relax. And allow the attention to come gradually to the breath. The breath coming and going all by itself, deep within the body. Take a few moments to allow the attention to gather within the even rhythm of the breath, the ebb and the flow, the in and the out. Turning gently within, begin to direct towards yourself care for your own well-being. Begin to look on yourself as though you were your only child. Have mercy on you. Silently in the heart say, may I be free from suffering. May I be at peace. Just feel the breath breathing into the heart space as we relate to ourselves with loving kindness and care. Allow the heart silently to whisper the words of mercy that heal and that open. May I be free from suffering. May I be at peace. Allow yourself in this moment to be healed. May I be free from suffering. May I be at peace. Repeat gently with each in-breath into the heart. May I be free from suffering. And with each out-breath, may I be at peace. Repeat these words slowly and gently with each in-breath and with each out-breath, not as a prayer, but as the extending of a loving care to yourself. Notice whatever limits this love, this mercy, this willingness to be whole, to be healed, arises. Are there limits here in your mind or in the aching of your heart? May I be free from suffering. May I be at peace. Though at first these may only feel like words echoing from the mind, gently continue. There can be no force here. Force closes the heart. Let the heart receive the mind in a new tenderness and mercy. May I be free from suffering. May I be at peace. With each breath deepening, the nurturing warmth of relating to oneself with loving kindness and compassion. Each exhalation deepening in peace, expanding into the spaciousness of being, developing the deep patience that does not wait for things to be otherwise, but relates with loving kindness to things as they are. Let us receive that again. Expanding into the spaciousness of being and developing the patience that does not wait for things to be otherwise, but relates with loving kindness to things as they are. May I be free from suffering. May I be at peace. Now gently bring your mind to someone for whom you have been grieving for. Perhaps a loved one, someone that is not near you, someone that is sick or suffering. Picture this loved one in your heart. And with each in-breath, whisper to him or her, may you be free from suffering. May you be at peace. And with each breath, draw that loved one into your heart, deeper, closer. May you be free from suffering. And with each out-breath, may you be at peace. Continue to breathe that loved one into your heart, whispering silently to yourself and to them. May you be free from suffering. May you be at peace and be healed. Continue the gentle breath of connection, the gentle wish for their happiness and wholeness. Let the breath be breathed naturally, softly, lovingly into the heart. Notice if there's any tightness in your heart. Notice if there's any ache. And meet that with a loving, gentle kindness. May we all be free from suffering. May we all be at peace. Send your love and compassion straight to your heart and straight to this being and all beings in the world right now that your heart has been longing to connect to, that your heart has been longing to reach out to. May we all be free of suffering. May we all be at peace and whole. And as you sense this in your heart, you sense yourself, you sense your loved one, you sense the entire world, wish that it be healed. Know that the true nature of all beings is peace. Just as I wish to be happy, so do all sentient beings. And in your heart, with each in-breath and with each out-breath, whisper, may all beings be free of suffering. May all beings be at peace. And let your loving kindness reach out to all beings as it did to the one being, as it did to yourself, sensing all beings in need of healing, in need of peace, of their true nature. Just soften. Allow the breath to be full and deep. Allow the belly to be soft. Soft belly, soft heart. Precious moment, precious day. May all sentient beings to the most recently born be free of fear, free of pain. May all beings heal into their true nature. May all beings know the absolute joy of absolute being. May all beings everywhere be at peace. May all beings be free of suffering. Now just picture in your mind's eye the whole planet, this whole beautiful Mother Earth, like a bubble floating in the ocean of your heart. Each breath drawing in the love that heals the world, that deepens the peace we all seek. Each out-breath feeding the world with the mercy and compassion, the warmth and the patience that quiets the mind and opens the heart. Placing your hand over your heart now, if you haven't already, feeling with gentle, loving tenderness. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be at peace. Let the breath come softly. Let the breath go gently. Wishes of well-being and mercy, of care and loving kindness extended to this entire world we all share. I'm thinking of all the hospitals, all the nurses and doctors and healthcare workers that have given and given and given. May all beings be free of fear. May all beings be healed and at peace. Let us hold all the leaders of the world, all those who are making decisions who are trying their absolute best to do that which is right and good. May all beings be healed. May all beings be at peace. For all beings that are innovating and creative at this time, looking for solutions that have not yet been here, we bring them all into our heart. May all beings be free. May all beings be at peace. Let the breath come softly. Let the breath go gently. Wishes of well-being and mercy, wishes of care and loving kindness extended to this world we all share. May all beings be free of suffering. May all beings dwell in the heart of healing, and may all beings be at peace. Taking a deep, full breath. Just allowing this truth to settle in, to expand beyond the heart into every cell and every system, every muscle and every molecule. May we all be awake, alive, and aware of the power of our heart, of the power of loving kindness, of the power of the one heart together, knowing and growing, rebirthing and rebooting, resurrecting from that which has been heavy and hard, dark and dismal. So I just say yes. I grant full permission for this truth to be known and shown for everyone, everywhere, for it to be known and shown for each and every being on this call, for every molecule of my heart to open and to let go. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to know that even this is limited. This is still my idea. This is still a thought form. But I know that as we are invited and welcome into the heart, that there are horizons upon horizons, chambers upon chambers that expand beyond any limitations of the mind, any limitations of the fear. And I invite us all there this day as we move into our celebrations, as we move into our time with family and friends. May you know that you are loved. May you know that you are blessed and a blessing. And that every energy and ounce of love that you send forth is multiplied and magnified and cannot return back void. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. Thank you for sharing and spending this time with me this day, and may the rest of your day be blessed and a blessing. And so it is. Namaste.